Hi everyone! For this video, I'm gonna recommend uh, 3 videos that is worth watching on both Netflix and putlocker. The thing is here, there's only one film that I can recommend that I feel is um, worth recommending uh, from Netflix this week that I've seen. Actually, yesterday. And the other two that I'm gonna recommend is worth watching, and you can find them on putlocker. And of course, all these three films are worth watching, though there's only one film is watchable on Netflix, and the other two is you can find them on putlocker. So um, let's start with uh, movie number 3. So on number 3 we have Cunningham Haunted Asylum. It's a found footage movie. It's technically about two teenage boys who's recording a video about an abandoned psychiatric hospital. They um, are headed to this room or the intensive care unit, room 402, who says it says that it's very haunted and a lot of spooky things are happen. And they also say that patients have been gone missing, and they are trying to figure out if that's true and if it's haunted, this abandoned psychiatric hospital. In the beginning, it's really slow. Um, it's not so much jump scares. That's why it's not the jump scares. That's the reason why it's on number 3. The reason why it's on number 3 is that I think this is really slow. I just thought it was going to be a good movie. That I just had so much hope, and I just thought it was going to be a really good movie. Instead, I just find it really slow. Not so much happened. You will see it's found footage, and they are trying to be a good um, stars. We can say stars on YouTube. Because they are actually live on YouTube while recording this video on the abandoned psychiatric hospital. I think if you have a good patient in the movie, you will find the last 30 minutes worth watching. I can say it didn't really creep me out until the last few minutes, like the last half hour or so. With that said, that's why it's on number 3, because um, it's really slow, and yeah, I was kind of disappointed. So that's why it's on number 3. But it's still worth watching, and this film you can actually watch on putlocker for free. You don't have to sign up. So that's movie number 3. On number 2, we have Family Blood. It's a movie about a mom recovering from a drug addiction, uh, and while she's recovering, she meets a man who she thinks will help her, and yeah, she thinks that he also have a drug addiction and is try to live without it. So She thinks that he will help her, and but he will make something really much worse than she ever thought will actually happen. The thing is, this man who she thinks will help her is actually a vampire, though she doesn't know it until it's too late. Um, Unfortunately, the children will have to face the reality now, and yeah, I it's so that's technically what it's about. Um, I I really like this one. Um, it's like not the best horror movie I've seen. It's not the best vampire movies that I've seen, but it's totally worth watching. Um, it's much better than the first one I recommended. Though this one hasn't really as of much jump scares either as the first one movie I recommend. Though it still had this creepy, tense feeling that something will happen and what will she do now, and will she become an animal, and like you will definitely enjoy this film. I I um I did like this one. I when if you want to watch it, go and watch it with low expectation. Like if you don't have so much expectation on this film, you will actually like that one. And it's also um the first one I recommend. If you have go in with a low expectation, you will like these two films. Uh, though Family Blood you can watch currently on Netflix, but I'm sure you can actually find it on putlocker as well if you don't have Netflix. But you should see Family Blood. It's actually a really good, solid movie. So I'm I think many of you will like it if you are interested in vampire movies, and yeah, I think you will like it. On movie number one, we have a very good movie I've seen like a few years back. Um, I still remembering some scene from the film, though I haven't seen it in like few years. The movie I'm gonna recommend now is called Lovely Molly. I know a few YouTubers who has actually recommended and show it on their YouTube channels. I'm gonna say Lovely Molly was a film that really creeped me out from the first moment I saw it. I I never thought it was be I never thought it was going to be so good as I really think that film is. So, what is it about them that makes me so glad and joyful to talk about it? Well, it's about Molly and her husband who's moving in to her old childhood house. Um, when she's moving in with her husband, um, memories from the past is starting to coming back and terrorize her and haunts her day and night. Um, it's totally torturing her. Um, I so that's what it's about. It's her remembering memories from the past that is very traumatizing. Um, that is painful, and yeah, and those memories that she's having is actually haunts her, like from the morning she wakes up till she goes to bed. Though when she's trying to go to bed, she can't fall asleep because things in the house starting to happen. It's actually really creepy. So that's what this film is about. I I couldn't sleep for a few days after I've seen this one. Um, I didn't really want to sleep with the lights off because this film is really creepy. Though if you have been through on a sexual assault or something really traumatizing for you, like she has in this film, you may not like this one, or it will be even more creepier for you. But I still, yeah. So it's a fair warning. Well, as I said, I could and I want to watch it again. Though I know it's a creepy film. It's I know I will probably not be able to sleep with lights off in a few days, so that's why I'm not watching it. So here's a really good horror film that I've seen that it's really creepy and really one of the best films that I've seen in my entire life. So that's for today's video, and I hope you will enjoy watching this film, or video, of course, it's not a film. Though, Lovely Molly and Gone Yam Haunted Asylum, you can only watch Putlocker. It's not available on Netflix, though Family Blood is uh, available on Netflix. So now you know which film to see on Netflix and which films you can't see on Netflix. Well, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.